The NL East, or should I say, the NL Least. Only 2 of the 5 teams in this division have records that would indicate that they're contenders, but we all know that they're just pretenders. Who are these 2 frauds? Enter the Philadelphia Phillies. They have the best starting rotation in all of baseball. The only issue is that it only consists of 3 pitchers: Wheeler, Ranger, and Sanchez. Jesus Luzardo was their biggest free agent acquisition, and he's been up and down to say the least. Aaron Nola should have been an ace, but he's been lit up every time he's been healthy, and now he's on the 60-day IL. Don't even get me started on Taijuan Walker, that was a previous video. This bullpen is one of the worst in baseball, which puts even more pressure on the starting rotation to deliver. Orion Kerkering is their big-name reliever here, and Strahm is alright himself. Banks has flashes, but then he'll have absolute stinkers. The rest of the pen is an absolute nightmare. I still can't believe we signed Jordan Romano over Jeff Hoffman. Again, that's another video. The fans are restless. A trade or free agent pickup is needed. Don't worry, Philly fans, the answer to all of your problems is on its way. Dombrowski finally signed a World Series caliber pitcher to spark some life in this bullpen. Welcome back to Philly, David Robertson. Seriously, what the heck is this? Really? Now look, I get his stats were alright last year with the Rangers, but he's 40 years old. His time with Dallas was last year and he hasn't pitched since then. Classic Dombrowski signing to add even more to this aging roster. Finally, the offense exists. They're terrible with runners in scoring position and can't manufacture runs if their lives depended on it. Led by an aging core of stars past their prime, they'll have occasional flashes of greatness. Other times, they'll wave and miss at so many pitches that they'll provide Citizens Bank Park's air conditioning for the rest of the year. Don't worry though, it's all well and good because Harper and Schwarber occasionally get hot. When they're not, tough luck. The Phillies hold a 1.5 game lead in the NL East. They vie with the Mets for the top spot, but they can't seem to pull ahead. Even when the Phillies lose, the Mets can't seem to capitalize either. Let's dive in their fraudulent campaign, shall we? Their season has been headlined by one massive free agent signing, Juan Soto. I don't think he likes his new team. Should have thought about that before signing a near $800 million deal over the course of 15 years. It shows in his stats. He's batting just under .260 with an OPS just over .900. Both of these numbers are down from his 2024 World Series campaign with the Yankees. They're not exactly bad numbers, but I'm not quite sure that they're worth all the money that the Mets forked over. Meanwhile, the offense as a whole ranks in the middle of the pack in terms of runs scored per game with 4.36, and their hitters rank 20th in terms of batting average with .243. They're ranked 8th in home runs, however, for whatever that's worth. Their starting rotation isn't exactly bad on an overall basis either. They rank 7th across the league in strikeouts and 4th in ERA. The problem is they were much higher earlier in the year, and they hit a massive slump from June to July that massively slowed them down. Typical Mets. They find something nice and it all falls apart in painstaking fashion later. During their slump, their pitching averaged at 6.67 ERA, and opponents hit .276 against them. They were swept and outscored 30-4 by Pittsburgh. Then again, the Phillies were also swept by Pittsburgh, but they also swept them earlier, and plus, we're done talking about them. The Mets bullpen ranks league average in overall ERA, but they too have regressed during that slump. While the Mets slump ended in early July, they haven't exactly found their stride since then. They continue to coast, hoping their opposition falls. This lightweight fight for the division must result in one winner. But based on the overall push and pull of the lead change, it doesn't seem like anyone wants to win it. By the way both of these teams appear to play, whoever does will likely be one and done in the wildcard round. Whoever loses will likely suffer the same fate. Neither of these teams are ready for the World Series. Philly has a core of stars in the twilight of their careers, while New York's hasn't synergized yet. The Marlins are going to rip off 20 straight wins and sneak out a division win, aren't they?